The first thought I had when I heard the silent caller was suppression because when we are experiencing a lot of things, our emotions are like a call to basically face whatever it is that we are experiencing. But the moment we try to push that away and, suppress it, it becomes silent, but it still lingers like trauma.
Okay, what inspired me to write the silent caller? It would have to be, I wanted to talk about an issue, more especially in the Black community, which is not spoken about in a sense, which in this case is childhood trauma. So, I wanted to explore how childhood trauma, if it's not dealt with, or in a sense, if it's buried, it has a very terrifying way of coming out in a sense.
The scene that hit me the hardest would be the red room scene when I'm there with young Kosinati and James and older Kosinati as well. I think that was the point where everything that we had been working towards, and at least in my preparation, everything that I was kind of working towards was just made so real to me.
The scene that hit me the hardest was the dream sequence scene when he was looking for the phone that was ringing. It hit me the hardest because there were voices everywhere and he kept searching and searching as the voices grew louder.
How did I get into the mindset of someone haunted by their past? Uh, I was helped by directors. Our two directors helped. We had these like therapy sessions that would get us into these mental states, which would allow us to like invoke those emotions.
I would say the moments I'm most proud of would be the opening title sequence because I feel like I really put a lot of effort into that, and I like the way that it's turned out and the way it's looking.
The hardest part about cutting this film, it was mainly because it was a experimental film, so it wasn't a linear edits. So I had to jumble up some timelines.
One subtle element of the set would be in the graveyard scene, when Gosnati brings flowers to his brother's grave, he brings blue flowers, which is the color of child abuse, which is, yeah, yeah.
I think my favorite visual moment, firstly, why it was my favorite, I think because it utilized collaboration amongst crew members, that being with cinematography, sound, and also performance. So my favorite moment was when we were intercutting between the main character, Nkosi, having a bad dream, and his father um, uh, dreaming about an incident that he had in the photography studio.
I think a moment or a realization that will stay with the audience the longest after they've watched the film is how powerful a pain catalyst trauma is, and how powerful a tool it is in holding people from progressing in life.
The film has a lot of soundscapes, so there's a lot of layering to it. I think the humming in the background that plays and the frequent uh, calls that Kosinati receives during the film.
I enjoy putting together James' look because it was challenging for me to age him twice to show the different time frames. Yes.
If you or someone you know is a victim of trauma or child sexual abuse, please know that help is available. You can call Childline South Africa on 116.